Ready to go. Hi, Coach. How are you? So good. Happy to be here, per usual.
Yep.
Hey, Mike, do you want
What's
to
up,
start?
Shonda? How you doing?
Good.
I'm good.
Okay, thoughts heading into tomorrow's game?
Just an opportunity for us to defend our home court. Obviously we want to get back on that track. Thought at Michigan State we scored enough points. We just didn't play in defense. Gave up way too many points. Just transition buckets. I see 28 points off our turnovers, 28 points off fast break points, so 56. Like if we can keep the game and make them play in the half court, then maybe we give ourselves a chance.
Now they play kind of a very unique style. They have like 5 guards on the court.
A lot of them.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's kind of the situation there?
They
Without
just-
giving too much of your gameplay.
No, they play really hard. Robin has come in and just given all of them kind of the freedom to just play and hoop, and they fully embraced it. They play really hard, all 94 feet. They hedge ball screens, switch ball screens, front, inside, and a post, really physical. But they all shoot it and they all drive it, so it kind of puts you in a little bit of a pickle in terms of we don't guard the basketball very well off the bounce, and they just got some really skillful players that can do a lot of different things. So we'll have our hands full.
Well, I talked to Mary Ashley before this. Will she be having a big game? A lot of touches maybe down there.
It would be great if we can get her the ball.
Yeah.
It would be great. Yeah. To her and Caitlin, both of them, were not very good when we played at Michigan State. I think Caitlin maybe had 6 or 8 points, no rebounds.
Yeah.
Mary Ashley had 5 points, 2 rebounds. It wasn't a very productive night from either one of them. On the flip side, man, we got some great looks. We were down 5 to start the first quarter. We got some great looks just to go down, and then kind of like a microcosm of just how our season goes when we don't hit open shots. It's just kind of deflating. So I think we're going to get them, and when we don't knock out outside shots, just making a conscious effort to throw the ball into 34 and 20 inside.
Yeah, and then the way they've had their seasons gone anyway.
Yeah.
They battled some
Yeah.
top of the conference on the
No doubt.
road. Haven't been able to come up with wins. You guys have had some games like that. But what does that say about them?
Yeah,
as a team?
they're really gritty.
Yeah.
They're gonna grind things out. Like they probably should have won the game at Iowa earlier in the season. Played Indiana really well. They just got the win against Michigan, and that's the rival that the same with us in Indiana. But a lot of kids that just a lot of experience, a lot of fifth years out there with some experience, and playing like they got nothing to lose and having a lot of fun doing it. So it makes for a dangerous combination.
How Caitlin and Mary Ashley have kind of learned to work together in
Yeah,
the post?
Caitlin has been great. I think you can talk to Mary Ashley or anybody else, how Caitlin has led Mary Ashley. Mary Ashley doesn't have the success she has if Caitlin's not on our team. And Mary Ashley's gonna be better in her career because of having a year with Caitlin's guidance.
Awesome.
Abby Ellis, season's running out in her last year. When you recruited her, brought her over from, the Pac-12, how big has she been, as an early player and honestly one of the faces of your program the last few years?
Yeah, so I think Tim told me that the 12th fastest player to 1,000 points. If I got that right. She she's got a contagious energy about who she is. Both ways, right? Like when she's got high energy, good energy, like we feed off of it, and when things get tough, like we feed off of that. And so getting her to embrace that down the stretch here, whether she's scoring or not, she just impacts our game and our team. And for 3 years, just being able to kind of watch her fly around out there, sometimes doing what we say, sometimes not, just doing her own thing. But it's been fun. Like she's an energy on the court, but an energy in life that you love to be around.
So back to the Michigan State game, the first time you guys played them, obviously it didn't come away with what you wanted, and a lot of mistakes were made, and saw some things that need to be fixed. Going into this game tomorrow, how have you seen your team grow since that last matchup?
Yeah, we have. I think we compete differently. I think outside of the Indiana game, down at their place and thought we just kind of quit and didn't compete, and that was kind of disheartening. We played hard against Nebraska. Didn't always play smart, but we played hard. And I think if a couple shots go down, Nebraska's sitting in 4th place in the league and we lose by 12 points, we can make a couple more shots there in that 3rd quarter to do the tide change a little bit for us. So for us down the stretch, it's focusing on us and trying to figure out how do we win a game when we don't shoot it well. But hopefully one of these days, I think we get good looks, so hopefully one of these days the ball will go in for us.
And just the importance of playing at home. You guys have obviously shown when you guys are at home. Like you said, I think like 2 weeks when I talked to you, you're a completely different team. So
Yeah.
what is it going to mean facing this team at Mackey Arena this time?
Yeah, just trying to feed off our crowd. I know it's a Wednesday. We've had some really good crowds. They've been on the weekend, so hopefully, the fans will still come out for us. Our fan base has been incredible. We haven't, the season hasn't translated the way or fallen the way we wanted it to, but they've been there for us. I think that's part of us building this place back to where it needs to be. But people want to support a winner, so we got to make sure we're trying to do our job here down the stretch.
Awesome.
Has that been one of the biggest challenges for this team, is to not let the missed shots affect the other areas of your game? And how do you end up coaching that?
I haven't done a really good job if we're losing of that. It's you ask them to get in the gym and get shots up on their own. Maybe we make some more time up in practice, but like Abby, Madison, good shooters. Caitlin, good shooters. Like Soph, good shooter. Just I don't know, like. Digging down a little bit deeper, I don't know that there's an answer, but or there hasn't been for us this year. But our kids have continued to fight. If you would have shown up in practice yesterday and saw their fight and their energy and their willingness to compete for each other, there's no way you would have thought that we're 2-8 in our last 10 games. There's a lot of fight still left in our group.
Not as much about the offense, but just the other areas
Yeah.
that seem to be affected by the missed shots.
I think that's. Man, so I wish I had the answer, Mike.
I know.
I wish I had the answer. I'm sorry, I don't.
Right. But as you look forward in recruiting, can you identify that when you're looking at kids?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think, I think we have it in ourselves right now. I don't know that we've seen it or shown it, or maybe, internally we don't know how to show it. So, trying to just get our group to understand, like, we still got something to play for, like 4 games, and still have a Big Ten tournament and, an opportunity to kind of finish this out on the right note.
Cool. Thank you.